Now, over the last week or so, there have been some reports that the French Grand Prix may not continue, aka Paul Ricard are not going to renew their contract. It got me thinking, I'd love for a French Grand Prix to continue on the F1 calendar, and I grew up in an era where F1 and the French Grand Prix used to be at Magny-Cours. It's a circuit that I love. I think it's one of the best all-time hot lap circuits, a track with some pretty big F1 history as well, with Michael Schumacher winning his historic 5th title there as well in dominant fashion, and also Michael winning a race with 4 stops in 2004, which was absolutely unheard of. Now, I'm racing here today to try and see if these current F1 beasts, aka tanks, the biggest cars we've ever had in F1, can actually race around here. So I'll leave a link down below to the car and the circuit. If you'd like to enjoy, subscribe for more. But we're going to race and send these around here for 10 laps and just see if this is a possibility. Okay, here we go. Lights are on. Let's go for a race at Magny-Cours. Let's have a little bit of fun. 10 laps, and I'm expecting utter chaos. Lights out, and away we go. So, decent start, as we tend to get, but we get completely cut off there by the AlphaTauri. Thank God I got damage off, otherwise we'd never get these races done. And oh my goodness me, we have an absolute car park at turn 1. Right, let's just be careful. Looks like everyone's still pointing in the right direction. Let's just take it steady. Absolute no tire temperature, so that's not going to help, but we will cut our way through a couple of cars. The Williams, the AlphaTauri moving to the P18. Now onto their hairpin for the first time. No idea where to go. Yellow flag. Probably more chaos. I'm just going to stick to the outside line here and just take a nice wide line. Mercedes in the gravel. Another Mercedes in the gravel. That's 2 of them. He's trying to rejoin what we just avoid having a collision. Oh dearie me. Okay, so that's P14. We just cleared the Merc. Oh my God, the Williams just took off over the curb. We're going to take that. Thank you very much. And make that P12. Happy days. So, staying out of trouble then on an absolutely manic first lap. Coming towards the end now as we finish sector 2, getting nice and close to the McLaren here. Going for the send into the right-hander. Getting to a traction battle. And I think we've got the job done, you know. Yes, we have. Happy days. Nice move there. Now chasing down the Haas as we almost run into the back of him through the final chicane. Oh, big snap, but it's a good catch to be fair. Car didn't like that curb. That was a bit of a unsettling one. Through turn 1 though, way faster than the AI by the looks of it, so we're going to use that to our advantage. We're at the outside of turn 3, and that is P10 already, so into the points. Excellent start to this race. 9 more laps to go. Absolutely love this track, man. This is just nostalgia for me. Starting to get a bit of rear tyre temp release now. That's also going to help us out. Let's take the chicane. Is it flat? That's the big question. Oh yes, easy flat. A little bit wide on the exit, but we can sort that out. That was easy flat though. One of the best tracks for hot lapping, without a shadow of a doubt. That's why I can imagine when Michael won here with 4 stops in 2004, it must have been insane, like having just basically doing qualifying laps every single lap around here. It could be so much fun. Here we are though at the back of this train of cars. We've got quite a few actually, about 6-7 cars in this train following I think a Ferrari. Up ahead we've got 2 Alfa Romeos in front of us, so a few places up for grabs here. I think there's 6 cars in this train, which would move us into the top 4. This time we get through the chicane unscathed. 1 minute 19, so you're probably looking at like a 112, 114-ish on a full qualifying lap in anger on soft tyres. Anyway, trying to get this move done here as we're now going to have DRS enabled as well for good measure, which will open any moment now. There we go. Just the 1 DRS zone here I think on this back straight. Not convinced about going for the inside move here, so we'll just be safe. The Alpine makes a mistake, so we'll get the 2 for 1. Make that P7. Then the AI a little bit out of shape in terms of coding as they tend to cut the inside curb at the hairpin. And now we're starting to fly. The tyres are warmed up and the pace is really starting to pick up, which is good. AlphaTauri up next as we look to break into the top 6. Do I go for it here? Do I get cheeky? Oh, that was close, that was tight, but I tell you what, that's a world-class overtake right there. It's even harder with these huge cars. That was a much easier overtake to make 15 years ago with smaller cars, but these beats are just massive for this circuit. I do feel like they're actually a bit too big, to be honest with you. Just feels like we're driving on a go-kart track almost in certain areas. P6 though. Just being cautious as I know where I'm stronger, so I'm just kind of using it to my advantage. On the outside of 3, the McLaren though, running it close and giving us a squeeze. The ice open as we get into a good old-fashioned drag battle. On the outside. Whoa, cut back. No, sandwich. AlphaTauri out of nowhere. We do manage to get ahead of Norris, but the AlphaTauri has got back through. And oh my god, he's just bounced over the curb, somehow still alive. This is a decent little scrap, not gonna lie. I mean, this could work in real life, no reason why not. Do I dare go for this? No, I'm not quite close enough. Didn't also get close enough for there, to be fair, this time. Decent exit there though in 4th gear, getting the traction down beautifully. Going to put us on the inside into the final part of the lap here. On the inside on the brakes, braking extra late, but we make it work. And that moves us into P5. Now we can finally chase after the Ferrari as we approach halfway stage of this race. Oh, we're super quick through here. We gain so much time. Easy does it. Go, go, go. Oh my god, that Ferrari's got some serious horsepower. Hasn't even got the DRS open, and he's flying. Look at that, getting absolutely dropped on the straight. To the hairpin we go, trying to get a bit of a cut back on the go. Ooh, my god, that was close. Through the chicane. Easy flat, baby. Up the inside. Ferrari leaves the door open. And there we go, we're through. So P4 then, as we pretty much hit halfway in this race. What I'll do now is I'll try and race after the leaders, hopefully make no mistakes. And I'll go through a few hot laps now, so you guys can see what I mean about this being an excellent 1-lap hot lap track. Whichever lap's my best and my cleanest, I'll leave in the video as an engine sound for you guys to enjoy. I just caught a glimpse of P3 through the final chicane, so I'm going to get to work and try to get this podium as my pace is pretty strong. Oh god. Just took a bit too much speed through there, tried to open up the line a bit too much. And that is going to cost us probably any chance of a podium now, so I'm going to have to try and get that P5 back. I did hit a pretty clean lap to be fair, 18.3 last time around. I tried my luck through there and it backfired. I think I've pushed signs off the track. Oh well, that's unfortunate, but I was trying to be brave there and make a move happen just to kind of see what the limits are in terms of overtaking here. Oh dear, pushing way too hard now. I have to let these guys go. Sainz I think has retired, so yeah. RIP Carlos, I'm sorry mate, I'll take full blame for that one. So, we're going to have to try and get that P4 back in the remaining 2 laps, which should be pretty doable. Luckily the spins weren't major in the sense that it overheated my tyres majorly. Might get Lando here straight away, as we seem to be very good at getting traction out of there. Oh, don't run to the back of the AlphaTauri, that was a bit of a scary one. Jeez. AI very inconsistent in terms of one lap to the other in terms of braking and stuff. But anyway, let's get this AlphaTauri back and try to lock in that P4. I know we're strong through here. Oh my god, that was a bit too strong. Okay, that's the second car I've taken out of this race. Let's not make it 3 out of 3. So P4 back, not the way I hoped for. But AI could take so much more speed through that first 3 corners, but they just seem to go pedestrian mode. Anyway, let's finish and wrap this up. Let's get this P4 across the line, which is still a good result for the Aston Martin, I'm not going to lie. There we go, 1:17.4 on the last lap, and that is going to be your lot for this race at Paul Ricard. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. I'll leave that last lap in with engine sound for you to enjoy. Very awesome circuit, like, it's so much fun to drive even to this day with these cars. Arguably better because the fact they're so large, so heavy, so overweight makes it really hard to perfect the lap. However, I'd argue the racing isn't the best. There's potential there, but these cars are just way too big. I am aware, and you know, in 2026 we're getting the rules change with the engine change, and also they're going to try and make the cars even more better to race and hopefully cut down their size. So maybe in the future, but clearly the French Grand Prix future could well be in jeopardy. Give me thoughts down below, guys, on the circuit and other suggestions, and yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. Like I said before, I'll leave the circuit link down below, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. I personally still love this circuit. I could hot lap this all day long. It's so much fun. But yeah, just watching, guys, and I'll see all of you in the next one. As always, a massive shout out to members, and check out the 2 videos on screen right now if you haven't seen them, and I'll see you guys soon. Until then, take care, and that's goodbye from me.